Hello and welcome. My name is Dylan, and today we're going to be talking about elemental types on the armor in Destiny 2 and how you can change the elemental type of a certain piece of armor. So, armor in Destiny 2 is a little bit more intense than it used to be. So, there are stat values, as you can see there: the mobility, the resistance, the recovery, discipline, intellect, and strength. Add up all of those numbers and it gets you a total number down at the bottom there. So when looking for armor pieces, you're looking for armor pieces with high stat rolls. Now the problem with this is if you get a high stat roll, but it is the elemental type, or it's not the elemental type that you want. So if you look there, just beside the 1000, it is 1 energy and it is blue, which means it is arc. So this is an arc armor piece. Now arc, solar, and void armor pieces all have the ability to use different mods. So they split up the different weapons onto different types of armor. So for me currently, I am using for comp, I'm using the Revoker and I'm using Hardlight. So I am using an auto rifle and a sniper. So the armor pieces that I need to use are Void and Solar, as they unlock sniper and auto rifle mods for me. Now the problem with this is that if I want to swap a piece of armor over to a different elemental type or a different elemental affinity, I can do that, but it is very expensive. So if we're looking at a piece of armor here, we go to the left hand side here, just beside the total energy value there on the right, and just under the title here, armor tier. You go on to the thing, so this is a void piece of armor with void affinity. So we simply hover over the void, and we can see here that I can change it very cheaply to arc, and I can change it very cheaply to solar. You will have to remove all of the mods from your armor to do this, and just quickly, you just go into each mod slot and you just click empty mod slot, and you would do that on all three. So we can change it very cheaply, but you'll see here that the number in the top left hand corner of these little boxes is a 1. But if you look here on my armor piece, it's a 10. So I have fully upgraded and masterworked this helmet. But if I wanted to change its elemental affinity keep the stats on the right hand side there, but just change it to a different elemental affinity so I could use it for different things and put different mods on this piece of armor, then I would have to reset it to 0 if I wanted to do it cheaply, or I could reset it and have it stay at level 10, but you'll see that the value of this is insane. It costs a lot more. First of all, it's going to cost you an Ascendant Shard. Then it's going to cost you 3 Enhancement Prisms, 3 Enhancement Corns, 25 Legendary Shards, 16k Glimmer, and 1 Upgrade Module. So at this point, honestly, it's very much not worth it to swap a level 10 fully masterworked armor to a different elemental affinity. You're much better off to simply farm out a better or a similar helmet and a different affinity. So for me personally, this is the better helmet in my opinion, this Seraph Hood helmet. I had originally leveled up this helmet, and you can see there that I have auto rifle mods selected on this helmet. However, I wanted enhanced sniper rifle targeting. So I needed a void elemental affinity helmet to be able to put that mod on. So instead of using the high amount of resources to switch this helmet over and then maybe need a solar helmet again in the future, I decided that I would just get another helmet, a void helmet, and I would just level it up and masterwork it because it's a very similar cost. Now, if you guys are looking for a good way to farm out high level gear, you can use your tokens for the Iron Banner. The Iron Banner rules armor and armor with very high stats. As you can see here, I'm just scrolling over a bunch of different Iron Banner armors, and they roll very, very high. So sorry, I did end up rambling a little bit here in this video, but just as a quick recap, if you do want to change the elemental affinity of a piece of armor, you simply go into details, and then on the left hand side here, you go to the affinity that's currently on it. So we have void on this one, and you can select here to change the affinity. Now, I don't recommend changing the affinity for leveled up armor or armor that you have already invested resources into. At that point, it's better for you to just try to farm for a new armor piece of the elemental affinity type that you are looking for. So, I hope this video helped you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, everybody.
Got it tatted on me, told them follow me. They see the vision, now it's 2020 clear as Tahoe Lakes, clear as day. No longer move around in fear, disarray. Pray you hear me like the winter wind against your window pane. Feel the bass, baby, soak it in and let it marinate. It's time to hustle, gotta muscle up and run through barricades.